From the Philippine Air Force.
Sabi ko, don't go home this time.
Overjoyed PETA artists are, and I think all theater artists who have been opening this year, being called non-essential was very painful for us, and it was also a financial killer. And but we, tried to survive it as much as we could. So now that we're here, it's still a great feeling. I was supposed to read, but forget it. Okay, like this. I just wanted to say that during the pandemic, one of the things that we would really think about is what should PETA open with? Something profound that deals with the pandemic, a world classic adapted to Filipino situation. Would it be about the politics? Would it be serious? And finally, we thought to ourselves, my goodness, we have a play that's been under our nose and waiting in the wings, because Walang Aray was actually something that we had a lab for in 2019, and it was supposed to open the next season. But of course, that didn't happen because of the pandemic. And then we thought, gosh, after everything we've been through, the pandemic, the elections, and everything else in between, let's give ourselves some joy. Let's give ourselves some levity, right? Some space. So a little background about this project, right? Walang Aray was really originally a film adaptation of Walang Sugat, which Jarred Jaicten Reyes of Indigo Media commissioned Roddy to do years ago. Okay, so it's been kind of in the, well, you can ask June Reyes later why. But then both June and Roddy brought it up that why don't we do it for the, for PETA. And when I read it, I said, yeah, cool. But at that time, it was supposed to be a jukebox musical. And I said, no, let's do original music, because we had already come from jukebox musical and intellectual property rights a bitch. So we did, and in the lab, and this team created such wonderful music. And that's why, even during the lab, it was really just a two-day show, if I remember correctly, and really rough, which is just no sets and whatever. People loved it because like the comedy was so much fun. And so we said this is what we'll open with, because I think even, as Roddy said in his notes, diba, ang dami na nating pinagdaanan, baka maganda, matawa muna tayo, diba? Maging talagang, irreverent. Dahil ang Pilipino naman talaga ay irreverent. At isang pamamaraan niyang mag-survive ay tumawa at magpatawa at tumawa sa ibang tao. So we said, yes, this is what we're going to start with. So that was one element. The other element was this new partners we have in collaborators. And I will start, actually first I'd like to really thank the heirs of Severino Reyes who are here tonight for allowing us. Thank you so much. And of course, Indigo Media through Jarred Jaicten Reyes, because of course, siya rin ang sabi na you can adopt a film script. And then of course, Star Magic through Director and Jogi. Dahil you supported us by having Alexa Ilacad and Kiki Estrada be part of this production as the Julia Entenyong. No? So there will be two Julia Entenyong that's going to be Gahol and Marynor, Madamesila, which you're going to see tonight. And then in February, you're going to be seeing Alexa and Kiki as well. And we're really looking forward to that. This idea of all this collaboration, like collaborating with film and television, I mean, this is something that Lino Broca already started in the company years ago because he believed that it would be a mutually beneficial relationship when actors of TV and film come and learn the craft of acting further in a different setup in the discipline. At the same time, they would lend their celebrity to help sell tickets and bring in people and new people. Kasi parang, I think the theater, as all arts, has to keep on growing, right? And it has to keep on reaching out and trying to develop. It's not just us making theater, but it's also our audiences being with us and growing with us. And so all these elements have come together. And I think it's very meaningful because after the pandemic, if there's anything we learned, was that, you can't survive on your own now. There needs to be collaboration and community in all forms, whether that's in the arts or in other ways, no? And itong collaboration na to, we're really so thankful to these people, their institutions that they came and worked with us. So, maraming salamat talaga sa ganitong klaseng oportunidad. Yun. So, we hope that, yung pinagdaanan ng Walang Sugat, Walang Aray the film script, Walang Aray back to the theater, ganyan. Parang journey talaga ng life ng mga taga-teatro. It's always a challenge. Or para sa atin, parang pinagdaanan natin itong 3 taon, di ba? Pero we're always moving forward. That's what we should do. We should move forward. And so, parang display, we also hope that parang, it's like, I don't know how I'm old, right? Siguro wala na kayo maaalala. Dati may Band-Aid commercial. Yun yung copy nila, Walang Aray. Raise your hands if you still remember that. Oh my God! Raise your hand. So I hope that Walang Aray is the Band-Aid that allows us to heal our wounds and heal their scabs so that we can, and these wounds from personal to political to whatever, so we can soldier on and move forward because there's really nowhere else to go but to move forward. So maraming salamat sa inyong panood. Wait, hindi pa ako sorry. Just some clarification. You are going to watch tonight a long excerpt, okay? Full of Act 1. Act 2 is about 35 minutes, something like that. So there are scenes you're not going to. So in a way, it's kind of like a long excerpt. Since February pa, mga people, we're in a budget. So, hindi pa mahirap ang pera ngayon. So, hindi pa tapos tong set na to, lalagay pa, hindi pa bagsak ang certain flies because we weren't able to rehearse it, so safety first because of the actors. Hindi pa complete yung mga costumes, so you'll see, we just tried to put together enough for the show, but you will see the main bulk of the story, and you will also see, you hear the music and stuff like that, of course, in the performances. We've been rehearsing this under 3 weeks to rush this November, so, konting pasensya kung hindi siya perfect, because anyway, may problema pa naman, but you'll get a sense of what it is. This is really an adaptation and a kind of like taking Walang Sugat and bringing it now to this time and space, and we take a lot of liberties. But it's also really a fun piece, and I hope that you guys feel the same way. So before I end my speech, before I forget, let me just acquaint you with our creatives, kasi it's always so difficult to craft theater. It's really always a challenge. Not difficult in a negative way, but just really a bit of a challenge. So, of course, we have our playwright and librettist, Rodi Vera. Our director, Ian Segara. So, music composition, arranger, and additional lyrics is by Vince Leo. Choreographer is Gahol. Lights designer David Esguera. Set designer Julio Garcia. Costume designer J.Lo Cunanay. And our sound design is Happy Constantino and Vince. I also want to note that this production is really helmed by our young people, di ba? Except Rodi, no? We'll be young forever. And we're really proud of that kasi of course tumatanda na kami, dapat na move over ng reins of power sa kabataan dahil sila nga hope of the motherland. So we also hope that so we're really happy that all the young people have come together to do this, and so maraming salamat. As Walang Aray's call is tumindig para sa pag-ibig, not only for ourselves, for our family, for our society, for our country. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Walang Aray.
Actually, I didn't get to see the lab in 2019, so I just wanted to ask if there were any changes in terms of the material since then, and did the pandemic inform any of those changes? Thank you.
Well, in terms of change, kasi nung lab, dahil we were running really on a very low budget, we really did not have any props. So we just used boxes. So we have to be very inventive about it. Tapos, nag-click kasi siya. So, nung kinonceptualize namin ito, I wanted to retain that essence of it being, the theater being exposed, yung magic na nakikita ng mga tao na siniset up yung scenes sa harap mo, nakikita mong kine-create ng actors yung kanilang mga sounds. So, kinuha ko yung idea na yon, tapos nireplicate siya dito. So, in a sense, dahil lumaki yung space niya at nagkaroon siya ng mga layers, dati kasi flat space lang kami. So, in a sense, dun siya nag-iba. Pero intention-wise, niretain ko yung original intention when I did the laboratory. At the same time, dahil pandemic at dahil nga pinag-uusapan natin na yung mga artists nung panahon ng pandemic are non-essential. So parang it's my personal tribute to the people who work in the theater. Kaya rin intentionally talaga pinapakita ko lahat ng mga nagbababa ng mga bagay na yan. Kasi usually when you watch a performance, hindi mo nakikita yung mga tao na yun eh. So ako, it's my personal tribute to the people who work tirelessly for the theater. Not only the actors, but also the people backstage. So yun yung initial intention talaga. In a sense, dun siya nagbago. Tapos, siguro nagpa-fine-tune kami nung mga references, like, yung mga Julia Stans na mga lines. Ngayon yan, nung lab, wala pa na, uso naman yun, pero dahil we were really pressed for time, hindi na namin masyadong pinag-isipan ano pa yung mga pwede namin i-insert. And I think there are still a lot of things that we can input pa, in-explore pa namin yun with the cast. We still have until February pa naman to think about it and brew a lot of things.
And then,
Thank you, Ms. Leonard. Ms. Warso from State and PH. Hello again, guys. Congrats, PETA family. Tama po yung sabi ni Derek Maribel it's nice to be back, live. And I'd like to ask Gio and Marynor and KDX. So, Katie and Alexa, were you able to see yung production tonight? Nakita niyo yung excerpt?
Yes.
Yes. And do you think, at this point, kaya tamatan or kaya higitan or heart?
sila na po yung sumagot. We can only hope that for you.
Yes. They've been rehearsing with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's they didn't just like pop in today. They've actually been rehearsing with us. So yes,
Yes,
I would say so.
yes, and ayun po, it's Feb. We have until Feb, and so we're gonna be prepared by that time.
Ayun po siya. Mag-expect ng mga fans, mga stands.
Mga stats.
Pero I'd also like to commend Vince. Ang galing ng songs and the lyrics and everything. It's so updated. Diba? So pwede ka na maging ni Mike. So Vince, about the songs, paano yung naging proseso? Thank you.
Ang forever ko po, I will try to answer directly and not fly away, sorry. Actually, nag-start yun. Nilapitan ako ni Ian noong 2018. He said, uy, meron akong bagong i-direct for lab. And then sinabi ko, okay, sige, gusto ko mag-MD at that time. And then, presented with Walang Aray, it started out with 4 scenes na, yes, from the film script. At yung original naming huli ay si Ayla. Yun. To answer your question, yung naging process was, sinabi ni Ian sa akin, sige, go, bahala ka na. At thankful naman ako na yung director ko, hinayaan akong gawin kung ano yung feel ko lang gawin. At si Kuya Roddy as well. Yung nakakuha namin ng mga songs ay yung salin awit na. So, hindi namin kikwento kung ano yung mga songs na yun. Pero we took lines from here and then put it here. And then if it needed a chorus, papaalam ko kay Kuya Roddy. Kuya Roddy, pwede ba ako maglagay ng hook or ng chorus dito? And I think everybody contributed, including yung, like dun sa arrangements naman, from the lab cast, like yung Wag Mo Akong Saktan, which was the big zarzuela scene, yung mga yung lead at yung kontrabida na yon, some of them I took from Sai and Tom from the lab. So it was from the cast, it was very good. It was from Ian as well, Kuya Roddy, from Gio, pag meron siyang nakitang choreography. So it was, I think, a team effort naman.
Ilang changes po kami ng mga kanta. Ilang changes kami ng songs.
Maganda siya kasi it's a good for LSS. Ang dami mga songs na, magre-retain. Catchy.
Jello first. My name is Jello from Scout Magazine. First of all, congratulations on your show. Napaka-sarap my experience ulit ang Teatro Live. Yeah. So, my question is actually for anyone who wants to answer from Gio, Marynor, Katie, and Alexa. So, I just want to know, what is the biggest lesson you learned from your character? Like, after studying their strengths, weaknesses, and flaws? Like, what is something you discovered in yourself as an actor? Or as a person in general?
Contestant number 1. What, Alexa?
No, sabi ko, the floor is yours.
Looks like we didn't learn anything. We learned to rely on other people. I'm just kidding. Are you serious? Can you answer first?
We learn to trust ourselves. Kasi sobrang onti lang ng time namin. And pag-trust sa company na aabot kami despite the time constraints.
I'm not sure if you're pertaining to like what we learned from the character.
From the character.
Not necessarily.
Not from the fraud.
Pwede naman both.
Okay, same.
Sorry, pagod na ba
So
ka?
lost. Okay, I'm just gonna say something similar to what she said because we didn't have a lot of time to put the show together, and the same was the case back in 2019. We had 12, 14 rehearsal days, and which is sort of similar to now we had 17. Correct me if I'm wrong, 17 or 18 days. So that's really just a lot of being able to trust the people that you're working with. I think as long as you have a common objective, which is really just to be able to produce a show with a lot of limitations, and I mean a lot, a lot of limitations, but you know, holding on to each other's strengths and just every single day checking in on each other, making sure that we're headed towards the objective and not backtracking. So yun, it's also at least for me, it was very comforting to know that I'm working with my fellow artist teachers from PETA. MR is sort of like an artist teacher. That's not for me to say. But yeah, most of the people you see here are members of the company, and it's been a while since we had a production. It's like what, 80-90% PETA artist teachers. So that was it wasn't a lesson. Actually, it was just natulog ang daya nyo.
Hindi naman kayo.
But yeah, I mean, this is the strength of the production.
Yes.
I think, like the people, it's really the people that we're working with. So, yay!
Okay, sige.
Okay. Siguro since he was talking about his learnings from the production, we'll talk about our learnings from the character naman. So maybe for me as Julia, I think it was evident in the whole story how love conquers all, may it be para sa bayan, para sa pamilya, o para sa pagmamahal mo sa significant other mo, and that if you both have or if you all have that common goal, like what he also said about being in production, you can all achieve success if you all work together and in sharing that love for that certain thing.
Okay. Sa akin naman, what I learned from Tenyo, kasi this is a spoiler, I know you've seen a preview and you didn't see the actual thing, but if there's a will, there's a way. Pag may gulong, may daan. No, but seriously, like looking to the story, they were put, in the second act, they were put under impossible circumstances on how to get back home sa bayan nila and get back to Julia. But, ayun nga, sila Tenyong and the other Katipunas, they found a way to conquer that. And I don't want to spoil, I really don't want to spoil. So, sorry. Yeah, if he wanted to, he would. That's what There's so many.
Thank you so much. Thank you. One more question at the back. Ibarra and and one more, and then sir. So in that order first. But before siguro we take that question, again, I'd like to reiterate what Gio said. This is a proudly PETA production. So 80-90% of the people you see here are not just PETA artists, but are young PETA artists. So that's really something that we're really very, very proud of. Ayan. The lady at very young, I said. Yes. In that order po muna, and then
Yeah, hi, good evening guys. I'm Manila from Push.ABS-CBN. For KD and Alexa, my questions are, what was your first reaction when you found out that you guys were going to star in a musical that is Taglish? And then my second is with regarding that adjustment from acting on screen to acting on stage. What was the biggest challenge about it, and how did you execute that?
Yeah, answering your second question po. Ayun nga po, the biggest challenge po dito kasi pag nagte-taping po kami, wala pong take 2, wala pong cut. Kapag nagkamali ka sa stage, wala dire-diretso lang yan, you can't stop it. So, that's one of the biggest challenges here. And especially sa akin po, I was born and raised speaking English, kahit dito po ako pinalaki. So, that was one of the big struggles for me. Kahit nasa taping ako, di po ako magaling mag-Tagalog. Di ko makabisado yung mga lines ko kasi ayun, ang hirap or sobrang haba. Like, if you notice in Run to Me, I have a lot of, may slang ako. Ay, kahit ngayon, may slang pa rin. Pero, ayun, I'm really practicing speaking Tagalog every day. Kahit sa mga parents ko, tinatalugan ko na sila. So close. So close. Pero so, ayun, A4. So, ayun po, yeah, just being on stage and you cannot make mistakes. No? And, ayun, singing din. Singing is a big struggle. I love singing, but theater singing is different. I'm an R&B singer. I don't really have much diction when I sing. Like when I sing, it's very nasal, but here you really kailangan po talaga. But I'm working on it, and I'm excited for next year.
For me, honestly, when we were in New York last August, we watched a lot of musicals. Thanks to Direk Lord. He introduced us to musicals, and while we were watching, we were so inspired, so amazed. So we said, oh, parang masaya. It looks really hard, but I think we would like to try. And then when we were offered Walang Aray, I just wanted to say no. Not because I didn't want to do it, but because I was terrified. I still am. Terrified. Horrified. Because I'm not used to this. It's totally different from acting. Like what he said, we have take twos. We don't have to memorize 100 pages. We only have to memorize the scene that's going to be taken. We don't sing live. And there's prompters if we need to. This is ibang klase.
Yeah.
Ibang klase. So I had no faith in myself. I was just fully doubting. I can't do that. I'm gonna mess up. Mapapahiya ako. Hindi ko kaya. But everyone from Star Magic, they really, I don't know, believed in me. They really believed in me na, hindi, kaya mo yan. Kayanin mo yan. And then, sabi ko, I prayed, I asked God for a sign. Because I want to do this, but I'm too scared to say yes. Kasi it's a big responsibility. So sabi ko kay Lord, please give me a sign para makasagot na ako ng confirmation that I will join. And then I saw an Instagram post saying na if the only thing stopping you is fear, why don't you get to know it? So I said, okay, I think this is the sign. It's time to challenge myself. The songs are not my genre as well, and nanginginig talaga ako pag kumakanta ngayon kasi I'm scared. But I've been, more than scared, I've been enjoying everything, working with these amazing people who inspire me. Every day I am on this stage or watching on those chairs. So sabi ko, this is the best decision I made, I think, this year. I'm so happy. At wala na akong ibang bukang bibig sa bahay o sa lahat, sa labas, kundi ito, kanta kami lagi, Borta. Kagabi sa Star Magic Ball, dun yung sayaw namin kahit nagtutug party, Borta. It has consumed my life in the best way. So I love it.
Thank you so much.
And again, thank you also KD Lex for.
I think it's also it comes with the responsibility of kind of introducing a love for theater to fans that have not yet been open to it. So, can you just share your experience with the PETA family? Like, how was your first day?
Oh my God, first
day.
How was it? I'm gonna get in trouble. Hindi, sobrang saya. Like, especially the first day. Like, they were so warm and welcoming sa amin. And we immediately felt belong. And ayun, you're all my ates and buyas. I mean, you're all my peers. You're all my peers. So you're all my peers. Sorry.
So, my first day, I remember I was scared to sing the songs again kasi sabi ko, I kept complaining, ang taas po, hindi ko kaya, please change it. I kept complaining. And then after the first day, I went home. Sabi ni Mami, kamusta, kaya mo ba? Pwede ka pa humindi. Sabi ko, I love it! I loved it so much. Even if I didn't do anything, just watching them, it's so fun. I loved it.
And nakakapayat din.
And ngayon, pag wala ng practice, I get sad. I got sick recently and every day I was texting my handler, I'm so sad I'm not there. I feel so bad I'm not there. It's great. I love it.
The ballad.
I love the ballad.
Oh yes. Yeah, we also work out, so that's how we're getting in shape.
I think we have benefited so much, honestly, from being here. The learnings, hindi mapapantayan ng ibang experience.
Opo.
Thank you.
As dito kay para po sa prod team, aside from COVID-19 restrictions and budget, what were the challenges you faced for this comeback, and what makes this comeback different?
I think yun yung pinakamalaki, no? The COVID challenge and I mean, alam niyo naman 3 taon kaming hindi nakapag-produce. So financially, that makes us not very solvent. So isa yon, di ba? Kasi I think the stories, the talent, the skills, they're all there. They've been waiting for the last 3 years to come out. Pero yung mga conditions na hindi namin nakokontrol. Di ba? So kasi parang yung mga early events, when people have been producing before us, no? Joseph the Dreamer, mula sa buwan. So you have all the restrictions of COVID, that's also an additional financial, and then like, let's say, Joseph the Dreamer, they weren't able to open the first week because nagkaroon ng, somebody got sick, no? So that affects, you, the everything. Same thing with mula sa buwan, sila naman last week. And so andun pa rin yung constant challenge nun. Wala kami, that uncertainty, di ba? Nakakapagod yung uncertainty, pero we really just have to accept that, COVID's going to be around, and we just have to just take this by the bulls by the horn and just try to. But that's why we keep everybody healthy, di ba, Gie? Kaya ang exercise niya, ganun na lang. So, kasi your only laban talaga is to stay as healthy as possible, yung palagod. And of course, we also, COVID protocols in the building. And of course, from laboratory to here, dapat magkaroon rin ng mga changes. So nag-aano rin yan in terms of production, ngayon may ilaw, may design, may mga ganon, yun yung nangyayari. So, at proseso, hindi naman yung ready-made na alam na namin lahat. It's there, but you still discover so many things while staging it.
Next year, it's 125th year. Are you planning anything special on the opening night to mark the milestone year? Tsaka kay Vince, fan ka ba ni Anthony Castello? Because the lines, malayo ang tingin, wala namang tinatanawas. Gano'n ba kayo mag-iyo? Generation Anthony Castello. Thank you. But please answer my first question. Thank you.
Kaya ready po yan, line. Kasi yung eksenang yun, dun sa film script, kinakanta yun. Okay.
Ayun, tigo.
Hanggang kay Bobby Gonzales nilabot yan. Grabe ka. Bobby Andrews na po kami. Bobby Gonzales. Hotel Bobby Gonzales.
Ang kailang tayo nakaka-excited niya.
Honestly, regarding that, we haven't honestly decided on anything yet, but definitely we are in talks with the family because they're very much involved in the project. But as for the opening night, it will actually be the fundraising night of PETA. So that is still part of the PETA, Take PETA Beyond COVID campaign. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the press and all our friends who supported us even during the time that we did all our online shows, especially Rack of Ages. So again, thank you for all your support. But definitely on those dates, we're really looking forward to, of course, highlighting Severino Reyes and the PETA fundraising. Orly.
Sorry, from Big's Buzz. So my first question, when or how did the partnership between PETA and Star Magic start?
Magandang gabi po, ako po si Melvin. Nagsimula po ang partnership na ito dahil kami po ay lumapit sa Star Magic. And then we were, because one of the requirements sana, dahil nga galing kami sa 3 taong hiatus, para mas makonquer yung audience na hindi pa natatap ng PETA. So minabuti namin na why not casts a mainstream actors, and then dun sa research ng marketing, na ano nila na ang isa sa mga ang sumusunod na malalakas na pares ng Star Magic ay ang KD-Lex. So we approached Star Magic and we just took our chance. Sir, Direk Loren, yan. Kaibigan ko po si Andoy. I got the number of Direk Loren from Andoy, and then texted him na. Pero si Andoy, inabisuhan na rin si Direk Loren. And then, doon nagsimula na yung conversation. And then, we had a meeting first with the management of Star Magic, and then the next meeting was Star Magic management with KD-Lex. And then we presented to them the whole project, and then nag-usap sila after a week, nag-isip-isip, muni-muni, and then after a week, they will join Walang Aray. Yun.
At ang ingay nyo, nung in-announce din niya sa social media, ang ingay nung play. Thank you. Discover ninyo sa sarili ninyo?
How much I want to do this. That's all my answer. How much I really want to be a theater actor. Nakaya.
With me naman po, rather than discover, it's more of a realization. How I have to stop letting fear take over my life and take away opportunities from me just because I'm afraid. So this is a big challenge, and a big challenge accepted.
Para sa apat na leads, how do you handle the aray ng buhay?
Let's go, Gie. Oh my God, ikaw na lang kasi the array of, like, how do we handle, like, the pains of life?
Therapy.
Bakit? Sige, ano na sila? How do you handle it? I think you have to start, identify what the problem is. Like, where is the pain coming from? I mean, any doctor, like, in medicine, like, if there is pain, you have to identify where the pain is coming from. So, I think in general, that's at least what I live by. Like, if something hurts, what's making it hurt? And maybe you can just cut that thing off. Literally, like, diba? Do you cure it or do you just let it go? So, that's it for me. What about you?
Ako po Gaviscon.
Coke para makaburn.
Well, kami po sa team, we always say, God bless. So, ako, I stand by that. Kasi ako talaga, I pray. And we all pray. Actually, we all pray before the show. We all meditate. Ganyan. It's part of my preparation then as an actor. And kung wala na talagang sense ang life at puro aray, God bless. That's what I say.
GB lang po tayo.
GB, God bless.
How about Kiki and Alexa?
You wanna go first?
Okay. For me, paano mawala ang aray? Kailangan mo siyang damdamin. Kailangan, you have to feel it. You can't shove it. You can't push it aside. Pain demands to be felt, so you feel it until the feeling lessens. But you should also give yourself time. Hindi ka pwedeng habang buhay ka na lang nangawa. You need to set a point in your life where you get up and you try to make things better for yourself. So that's mine. I let it take its course. I let it run its course over you.
I think for me, the only way to like move on from pain is to actually go through it. That's what gives you wisdom. So, sa akin po, assess mo yung nararamdaman mo, let it go, and see a doctor.
It's obviously out there.
Pero yun nga, just assess it, and then, once it's all over, just let it go. Yun lang.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ikaw.
congratulations, team. I've been experiencing theater for the past weeks, and when it was mentioned earlier na non-essential in theater, what hit me tonight was joy, delight, entertainment, and much more in PETA. Its education is still essential, and for me that's a great thing. So my question goes to the PETA leadership. No? So having seen this and knowing that this is what we could look for in the first quarter of next year, what's in store for PETA in the coming months and in 2022?
Secret. Alam niyo yung PETA season, di ba? Actually, we start July to June. So that should be our 55th year, no? This actually, in our calendar, is the end of the 55th year. The 56th year is a secret. No, meron naman, but we're still kind of like planning because it also depends how well this play goes. Because if it goes well, then we'll extend it further. But yes, we have another play coming, but it's a secret. I promise. So we will open the 56 with a new play, fully, and then we have like a festival in December of new original work, or what we call new narratives. It will be a festival at December. Yun.
But to add to that, if you've seen Batang Rizal streaming online, we're actually still doing that. So we're still offering educational plays for young people and taking them to school. So that's still very much in the pipeline for PETA.
From what we wrote. For the music guys, I know this ang preview lang naman kasi kanina that they perform with a backing track only. Do we expect a live accompaniment in the run? If yes, how big is the band?
No, I'm afraid much as we would like to do live, we really don't have the usually. We also it's a really big cost that I think we can add on to the production. So no, we're not going to have live for this. But if it becomes a great hit and we have lots of money, why not?
Unless somebody sponsors the band.
Oh, sure, why not? Kami tumatanggap anytime. I know that's always been a comment with PETA, the live orchestra thing, but usually, really, guys, it's really cost. Remember, we only have a 450-seater production space, rather. So, there are so many other things to prioritize. So that's why usually we have minus ones. But in the future, malay natin. Unless somebody wants to sponsor it. Star.
Lastly, maybe Trixie. And sorry, one last, final. Trixie. And then, sorry, I really can't see with the mask. Last question.
So, hi. I just want to say congratulations to have the show. So, my question is for the 4 leads. So, actually, yung magkaka-alternates, ano yung natutunan nyo sa ka-alternate nyo?
Ako, natutunan ko kay Katie na 15 years older ako sa kanya. That I'm old, but young. In PETA. Young in PETA. Yeah.
Anong hardworking si Gio? Ay, ang galing. Sobrang galing. No joke. Galing ni Kuya Gio. Ang galing ni Gio. He's doing the choreo, he's doing tenyong, he's doing all these things, and the bata. I want to have that level of commitment to this.
You can have it.
I praise Kuya. I praise Gio for that. He's so good. So good.
With Marynor, she's a triple threat. But even if she she is so incredibly humble na gusto ko na siyang putusan. Kasi parang sobrang galing mo, hindi ko ma-aware.
Violence.
But she's always kasi wanting to learn and asking for opinions na kung ano bang pwede niyang baguhin, gandahan. Ganyan siya. So siguro, as someone who's also learning, I want to have that much hunger as well. And yeah, that's it.
Sorry ako, I'd like to say na si Miss Alexa, for me, she looks so confident, but I learned then that she's also very humble kasi sasabihin niya na, oh my God, ang taas ng kanta. And then, pag sinabi ni Kuya Vince, okay, sing. Okay naman! And ang ganda! So actually, siya talaga yung humble. Siya talaga yung humble. I'm excited for her next year. For that.
God bless.
God bless.
Kasi yun na nga, parang joke kasi yung sagot ko eh. Hindi ako nakakatating yung sagot. Sorry, hindi na. Pagod na po kasi ako. I just have to say about Alexa and Katie, they're really excited to be doing this. There was one time we were running was it Act 2? But I was really tired. I just came from teaching choreography and then we were gonna go straight into running the second act. Tapos nag-joke lang ako kay Katie, oh, you're running daw because I'm tired. But then he said yes. Yay! So, because I just feel like they want to experience theater in its entirety. Yes. So, kahit joke lang yun, game na game naman sila. Yeah.
And they're ready.
They're ready. In 3, 2, 1! Isa pang
Thank you, and of course, break alert.
Pep.ph. So my question is for Katie and Alex. Sabi sa shirt niyo is walang aray, tumindig at umibig.
Yeah.
So for you guys, paano kailan dapat tumindig pagdating sa pag-ibig?
I can't answer because I don't know what tumindig means. Tumindig?
Never ask me.
I'm too shy to ask. Ngayon lang what tumindig means. Like, standing up for your love, I guess.
Kailan?
Lagi.
Kung walang naaapakan na ibang tao, love should be celebrated.
Yes.
It should be spread to everyone, not like COVID. So, always, laging tumindig para sa pag-ibig mo.
Yeah. Sa akin naman, I always stand up for the people that I love. Because, like my parents, my friends, Alexa, I always stand up for them when something is trying to get in their way or basta ako naman, I'm ready to go to war for them. Hindi maiiwas.
And siguro, and with that, maybe we will end our press con. Katulad lang really a pleasure to be with you. And with that, we will end this Q&A with a photo with the cast. Bring in the balloons. And the cast, please huddle in here in the middle. We will take a picture with everybody. Each cast member, please get one balloon. Windows. Athenians and Julius, Gie Onida, stay in the middle here. Kiki, Alexa, stay in the middle. Neomi, forward here. Big smiles! Tumindig at umibig with Walang Aray showing Feb 17 to May 14 at the PETA Theater Center. Closer guys, closer! Also, one smile to the camera up there. And then, in one go, tumindig at umibig, walang aray. 3, 2, 1.
Tumindig at umibig, walang aray!
Again, thank you so much for coming tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be sending you the press kits by evening or at the latest this morning, or tomorrow morning rather. Thank you. May we ask the passengers to stay here? Neymar, this camera. And then one video. Tumindig at umibig, walang aray. In 3. Sa hashtag na lang namin naman. Para fight na lang tayo. Okay. Tumindig, umibig, walang aray. In 3, 2, tumindig at umibig, walang aray. Ready? Rolling? In 3, 2, 1, and go!
Tumindig at umibig, walang aray!
1, 2, 3.
Tumindig at umibig, walang